Hello. My name is Ariel. You have arrived at this channel for a reason. I am a channeler of the divine, God, source, universe, creation, who channels through me. I call Kreia. All is protected, spirit divinely, by Archangel Michael and my spirit team, your spirit team, all that. Okay. So why I'm laughing is because, you know, to get into the mode of keep on keeping on with these videos, right? I pray, I channel, I talk to my guides, my team of light is what I choose to call them most of the time. Again, lots of cat hair, so it's not always an orb. So I have a cat named Penny. She usually makes an appearance at some point or makes herself known. Right before I pressed record, they have given me nothing, not one minuscule speculatory, I don't even know if those are words or if that makes sense, nothing about what's going to happen. Not even about what card deck I want to use. So I do cards, at the beginning, and I intuitively read them. That's kind of like where I'm structuring my videos, right? And then I go into the channel where Kreia comes through and I move my ego over. They come through. It's them. I am just merely the vessel. But the beginning part, I utilize cards as the human, Ariel, that I am. They call me Esmira. So when they come through, I am Esmira. I don't know. Maybe we'll channel that later on another day. I don't know. It'll be fun. I have a feeling we will, but in time. So nonetheless, I am the only way to prepare myself for this message is to bring all my cards out in front of me, all my decks. I don't have as many as I really am so enticed to gather now. I've discovered the anosmia. What do I call it? Amazon. But anyways, I don't do online shopping, but I do now. This one I showed you guys on another video previously. We're going to start with you. Woo! Because I've been wanting to use Arcadia for so long. If you've been rolling with me. If you're new here, welcome. I hope you had a wonderful day. I hope you all had a wonderful day. And if not, you'll figure out the lesson in time. Let's just flow through it. Float through it. Be yourself through it. That is literally the only guidance that you need. And then talk to your guides if you're into that, which most of you are. Nonetheless, okay. Back to Arcadia. I have been wanting to use her. So, I don't know. I don't know. You gotta intuitively feel it. I love these ones. I love it. The ones with no words, just the pictures. Okay. We're going to put you right there. You go here. You go here. Seriously. Love. Okay, but right now, we're going to use the Divine Angel Oracle deck. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is just shuffly waffles, and then a card will flip out and all the things. So, about my day. I had a wonderful day. It really, truly was delightful. Usually, now that the pool at my apartment complex has opened, mind you, I live in Arizona. It shouldn't have been closed, but the blessing of it, it's okay that it was, Ariel, is when I went into the pool a few days ago. Once it opened, we got the email, right? It was so clean, so fresh. I could feel the freshness. So that was day one. Day two, I go in early, around 9:30, where it's just right, where it's not so frigid and stinking cold. But slightly, but once you deep dive in there, immediately you get warmed up. And it's early enough to where it's not a jacuzzi, right? And I was saving bugs because they hadn't cleaned it yet. Although it was very clean. Okay. I was, scooping out the dead ones, the ones who have crossed over, and then laying them there because let's be honest, I want to free swim, not have a bug in my hair. That's the human part of me, but also the, I want to say divine, but energetic part of me wants to just put them there, lay them out in the sun, right? Let the earth and whatever take care of it from there. This one moment, I see this big black bug. It was a beetle. And I scooped it up and I put it down. And then I saw it move. I don't know how long that beetle was in the pool. And then I just laid there, right? Looking at it. Literally blowing life of light into it. And then putting my hands around it. Channeling source energy into it. And there's something between me and this connection of the beetle. I don't know, and I feel guided to say this, throughout my journey within the past, let's just say 5 years, at the beginning of the 5 years, is really when my journey of complete explosion of, we are as divine, your angels, your ancestors, your spirit guide team is taking you from this point where I was very much heavily involved in drugs. And they went, we're going to take you, lift you up, put you over here. And if I didn't follow that guidance, I would not be here right now. Let's just say that. But I did. And look at me now. Boop. I have a car. I bought a car. My own apartment. Exactly what I wanted. Wow. Okay, I'm going to be vulnerable right now. This is why they didn't tell me a minuscule pink and stinking stick of what this channel was going to be. So I'll be vulnerable. For most of my life, I grew up in San Diego. Beautiful city. Beautiful city. Times have changed. Moving forward, back to me. I lost my son at the age of 26, August 2nd, 2015. I'll dive deeper into that another day. I'd be happy to, but that's what happened. And so I spent 13 years, maybe 14, something like that. Thank you. 14. Addicted to cocaine and alcohol and the parties and things like that. That's Penny. And I wouldn't have gotten out of that addiction if literally it wasn't for God. If it wasn't for spirit. Like there were literally signs. It was quite biblical, I'll say nonetheless, for me to have gotten out of it, to be brought to detox and then rehab for 4 months. Then I spent maybe a year and a half, maybe up to 2 in sober livings. But that's the time where I chose to travel. I traveled through Colorado. And it was healing. I stayed in shelters. It was all guided and beautiful. And here I am now, completely self-supporting myself. Everything I wanted in San Diego. Okay, I'm in Arizona now. I'm in a beautiful city where I'm surrounded by, it's a very military, border patrol, small-ish town. I lived in Seymour, Texas. That's a small town that I've ever lived in. And that's a small town. That's like 900 people. Okay, that's another story for another time. I've had quite a life. I'm 36 today. I will be 37 July 7th. Cancer. Anywho. So, what else do you want me to say about this? It's hard. It's difficult, to be so vulnerable. But I'll tell you what, I would not be who I am today and have the intuitive ability if everything didn't happen the way it did. And I have chosen myself because I felt I had to. You know, even during my time of addiction, life would life, even in the hardest of hardest. And even then, I just remember thinking multiple times, God, I'm going through this for a reason. I'm going through this for others. Because it's not about me. It has to be about others. So that when, this was that version of Ariel. So that when, and I knew then that when people are magnetized to you, right, that are in your frequency, or that God sends you, right, or whatever you believe in, but God, I'll use that word for sure, fuck as fuck today, that God will send me so I can speak to them. Being the understanding human that has been through their journey, I can gift them wisdom. And now I look back, this version will just, I mean, even in the previous versions, you know, is I can look back and be like, first of all, that had to do with my past soul's energy, my soul, but my past lives energy, right? Meant to live this life, not just for them. Now, okay, boom. Okay, it's me. Now I've learned that this life is meant to be lived for you. For you, for me. Ariel is going to live for me. Because I just come with all the, my favorite word is accoutrements. The extras that are perfectly combined with the entree. I'll be the entree, and my accoutrements are everything that comes with it. That is perfectly combined with it. So, like a great pairing of wine to a fine steak. You know? So, that's a little bit about me. Let's get a, I hope that served purpose. I believe it did. To find the will of surrender to the divine. Being just you is very freeing. Even if you become nervous about it, it's something that you work through. The anxieties that you have, feel within it. And just, again, do whatever you want to do. With the knowingness that you are guided and supported by your divine team, by God, by light. Serving a higher purpose, bigger purpose. But do whatever the fuck you want. Apparently I could cuss. I rewatched my last video. Listen, I'm a channeler, okay? I don't know what happens until I frickin' watch this back, okay? So, I'm like, get it, Kreia. So if you watched my last video, woo! I hope that gave you confidence just to be more authentically you, like, fuck it all. Oh my God. Anybody that tells you differently, did you get my ESP? They can just go. Anyways. But we still love. We still love. We have compassion. I find compassion for all. You know, today I had a conversation with somebody. Very you know, different views. We all are different hues of the color of the God of the rainbow and all the things. But he's, what story am I trying to tell you? That we're going to do, okay, got it. We're going to do what we're going to do. He is a very big believer, and I still stand by this, is, you know, he married into the Mormon religion, and I love stories like that, and I love listening to people's life's journey like that, you know. It doesn't mean that I feel the need to connect to it, but I love the love. I love the love because there's love there. And with it was all within the conversation. And he goes, you know, I've done a lot of things, everything but murder. And I was even almost there. And I go, okay. And he goes, and then his one spiritual intervention, I guess, or spiritual something, right? Moment, beautiful divine moment that happened. He said, I finally heard, I forgive you. And then I think he said something else. And he goes, and I believe that was Jesus. And I'm just like, and he heard that when he was 12 years old. So he asked somebody at 12 years old, what do you do when Jesus, a form of God, tells you that I will forgive you for everything you do? What do you do with the rest of your life? And I go, you just fucking live it. And so then he goes on to tell me, and this man is probably 67 years old. Now, great shape, beautiful, beautiful human. But so then he goes, so I literally lived my life doing everything but murder. And again, I was almost there. Like, oh. But look at you now. You're not those versions of you that you used to be. You are wise, filled with wisdom of all those who connect with you. This man buys multiple dozens of roses and goes to every establishment, bars, restaurants, things where people gather, and gives away roses. One rose, and he has each woman pick the color of the rose and takes one. He's done this for over a decade. I'd want to say 12 years. He said he started counting how many roses that he would give out. And once he got over 300,000, he stopped counting. You don't know who you're going to become and why life brings you life the way that it does. Even the darkness becomes light, even though you're not, I want to say, you're not a channeler, even though you're not an intuitive, even though you're not, or claim to be such, right? Because we all are, but you don't claim that. Just live and do what you want. But have the heart. Know you have heart. That's my only advice. I also gave him some advice about this other woman he just met that he had genuine chemistry with. And it was not like, he goes, she's not really my physical body type that I go after, but I just couldn't, I loved her energy. And and I was like, oh my God, I love that. And he texted her something and I'm like, that was very much a blockage. Why did you, I'm not saying what, I didn't say why did you do that, but my mind did. I said, my advice would be text her back, because he cut it off. I'm like, you silly Billy, you silly goose. I'm saying this story for a reason. Okay. Okay. I was like, text her back, just say thank you. If you ever want to hang out again or chat, let me know. I'd be more than happy to come see you. Something like that. I go, put it in your own words. I go, don't utilize your, because what he did was very protective of his own energy, right? But not necessary Okay? Yeah. But it took an act of love from me, genuine love towards him, and care and compassion, seeing this man's soul, being like, all right, silly Billy Willy Goose, try this. I'm putting this on the table. Pick it up or don't. It's okay. I'm just letting you know. This is what I see and feel. It's up to you. And I love you. That was that. That's the end of that story. So we're going to get one of these divine oracle number cards. I do hope that served purpose. It was 2044 on the timer when I said that, so I hope that connects somehow, okay? Again, I freaking went into this channel not knowing anything, but I gotta tell you this too. Once I press record, this is what happened. So, take that however you want to take it. Okay. We're going to take this card and then we're going to also just shuffle. So the first one is 3, 2, 1, letting go. 21, 20, 21, 22, and then 23 on the timer. Okay. Surrender and let go of control. Release resistance and trust in the flow of life, knowing that everything unfolds in divine timing and for your highest good. Oh my God, that's exactly why they didn't tell me anything. Just show up. I tell you guys that. That's what they told me. I relayed that message. Many videos. So there's that. It's almost like she's just taking a giant breath of fresh air, and yet her arms are open. Welcome to receiving everything. And just breathe, right? Just breathe. And finally, later on, she's going to realize the euphoria that just comes from simply that. 22:20 on the timer. There's another one. 765, adaptability. Okay. You are flexible and capable of facing changes. Trust in your strength to navigate any challenges that arise. It almost seems like, and honestly, this feels very much to do with me, like I feel this clenching in my heart. It's almost like, to me, she's clenching and bracing for the next. But yet this arm is like, okay, I'm getting used to it. Okay, I'm getting used to it. Yeah, okay. No, I'm breathing. I'm getting used to it. My wings are up. I'm ready to fly. But they're kind of like not about, like in the, what do you call it? The wing, what do I want to say? Stature. I want to say presence also. To just lift and just leave, right? That runaway situation. She's just like, I'm gonna be, but okay. Maybe I'm gonna relax. Okay. I'll just stay here. Everything's fine. All right. I'll figure this out. I'll adapt. I can do that. I can do that. I'll give myself a chance. I'll give this a chance. Okay. Kind of like a form of surrender. And then the bottom of the deck, which is confidence. $909. Things are moving and you need to make a decision. Act with confidence and take risks. I mean, also 9 is just about to be, is the ending, right? Until you step into the new phase. Okay. Did I not just fucking say that? Okay. So, I believe in this picture, the angels are asking us. It looks very peaceful. Asking us to go into it with flow, with float, peacefulness. As opposed to flowing, you can also choose to float. Just go with the wind. You've discovered the waters. They were slightly treacherous, very treacherous. And then you learn to float into, or to flow into calmer waters. Now it's like we're being lifted up out of the water into the air. Being the dandelion seed. Floating. We don't know where we're going to be placed, but we're floating. Allow the wind, literally, the surrender. We're capable of that. We're doing it. We're doing it. And if not, you're almost there. And it will land exactly, precisely where it's meant to. This is not up to you anymore. This is up to your higher self, to what your blueprint already is. This transition in time right now is very important. It's already been written. You became to the place and stages that you are right now because you have chosen, and now you are here. You are here. Allow them, the angels, your guides, all the divine, to float you. Just be in peace and in presence, and allow your life to just be mundane. Genuinely. Allow it to be mundane. Because it's not. There's so much going on reformulating up in the astrals, up in the ethers, that is going to boom, change in an instant. And it's going to be so natural, so frickin' stinking natural, because you've already lived it. Therefore, it's been written. It's already been written. You wrote it. You did. With the gods. With God. With the all. With creation. That is this moment now. Call it a portal. Call it whatever the fuck you want to call it. It's happening. So allow your life to be mundane and boring. Boring, I felt, was a trigger word to me. So sit within that. Allow the first opportunity for the angels, spirit guide, spirit team, God. Allow for you to see the miracle, to witness the miracle of it, of God, source, universe, energy, your angels scooping you up in this mundane energy, which there's so much that you were doing for yourself during that time, scooping you up like an instance, and placing you into something extraordinary, spectacular. And you're like, whoa, but it feels so natural for you to be there. So natural, completely different energetic level. Woo. Okay. Did you receive that? Okay. They're like, we got this, baby. Open up your arms to receive. Because you're a badass bee. And that's also their energy, just being like, you're fine. Just wait. Just relax. Just relax. We've got you. We've got you. You have no idea how incredible this is going to be. Period. Are you even going to come through? No. Gray's not going to come through today. That's so exciting. That's never happened. Oh my God. No, and it's fine. Because it's like, I mean, obviously they channeled through me. Did you feel that? I did. That's so cool. Confirmation burp almost. I also want to take the time to thank you for your comments, for your subscribes, for your messages. I know I don't put anything in the description box right now. Isn't that funny? Oh my God. I will. I'll get to it. It's just like, you got to show up and just get her done. You know what I'm saying? Just like bing, bang, boom, upload. And there's all these other buttons that you got to pick, not so many. And I just got to send it, So I hope that applies to you in some certain form or fashion of ways. Your creativity, just do it. And again, I've prayed, I've channeled, I've talked to my angels, my guides, on my own thing, my own time. And I've arrived here and I keep doing it my whole life. So I've been in hermit mode, work mode. I work late, right? I bartend. You guys know this. If you haven't, now you know. I'm a bartender in Arizona. So I go to work. I love where I'm at. I had 2 jobs. I officially left the other job. It just didn't serve me purpose. I still love them. I do. The owners are fantastic and amazing nonetheless. So the other place that I work at, now I have a wonderful schedule, but it's still late night shifts currently. Anyways, I'm not splitting my energy, right? Oh, we're going to get a peace card. I'm not splitting my energy. And also, the patrons at the bar that I really enjoy working at, this establishment, are retired vets, are retired Border Patrol, are just wonderful beings that I've bartended since I was 19 years old. And like I said in the beginning of the video, I'll be 37 July 7th, which adds up to 10, the 1 and the 0. I mean, get out. Get out of town, but don't stay right here for the moment. And it's more peaceful. Again, I've bartended for decades. This is peace. For right now, do I know and acknowledge truly in my soul that that's not what I'm going to do for the rest of my life? I don't think that that's what I'm going to be doing. They said something about 8 months, but nonetheless, that might have been for me, but that could have also been for you. Something about 8 months. But we grow, and I'm content with the peace that I have created, with knowing and acknowledging where I'm at in my journey at every moment, and then you move forward. Miracles happen all the time. Yes, they do. Alignment is key. Alignment with contentment and your truest self is what trajects you into the highest timeline, and they will figure out the rest. The angels, the guides, guardians, the universe will figure out the rest for you. Just keep walking and choosing your peace, your joy. I will say peace. And I am peaceful. Again, I lived in shelters last year. And now I have my own apartment. This is all that I've envisioned. An apartment, they say, keep going. An apartment with a walk-in closet, washer and dryer, dishwasher. I've got a cat, 1-bedroom apartment, internet, with the highest upload speeds. Because I wanted that. I've got a corner unit. I bought my own car. Just last year, again, I will reiterate, I was living in shelters. On a journey in Colorado. It was fantastic. Don't get me wrong. Every single motherfucking moment was fantastic. That's where I started these videos. Was in Colorado. And I traveled and I'll go into detail another day of how I was capable of getting it done. But point being, I know the evolution of our souls on this planet Earth. If you're here and you've stuck around this long in this message, sit back, relax. Reflect with a abundant energy within yourself of where you've came from to where you're at now. Feel that. And they won't let us know what we're going to get into later on in another year. But it's either this or better. In every moment. And if y'all know Courtney, she channels Zero. She was part of the reason why I started, we watch things that our soul, or that my frequency matched. I don't watch her all the time now. And you know what's so funny is that I remember asking my angels, I go, why don't I want to, I still connect with her sometimes, but why don't I want to really watch her videos as much as I used to? First of all, if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be where I'm at today, period. They go, because you're going to make your own community. And I learned through her story that it was just divine timing when she started to do her videos on a consistent basis. And I've been trying to do mine on a consistent basis since Colorado last year. But now I'm in a different frequency and energy, and that, I believe, is divine timing. So, message being, if you are trying to do something on a consistent basis and you don't, that's okay. It's still in your heart. It's gonna friggin' pink and stinking happen. And maybe in a different way. I don't know. I mean, this time I got a ring light. I'm really excited about that. Alright, here's our peace card. Oh my god. And this one on top says YOLO. It's just, yeah. Carpe fucking diem. You only live once. So this is the one that popped out. It says, it's not all about you. Good grief. Don't take things personally. That, I feel, is a message for somebody. We're going to pull... No. We're going to pull another card. That was definitely a message. I don't even... even though it wasn't Kreia channeling through me completely, I'm like, they were here. Because it's co-creation. Right? Alright, can you give me one card? Just to close out this beautiful message. Oh, they gave me more. They gave me 2. Okay. That time, oh god. Tame, that's why I can't read backwards. Dyslexia. Tame the shit show by finding calm in the chaos. One word, meditate. And throughout my journey of the shelters, and not just that, that wasn't just, I went to rehab. I went to detox for months. And again, I would not have gotten there if I was not pulled out by God. Literally descended angels came to me in physical form. Like, it was fucking weird. But that my soul understood. I understood at that time. So, thank you for letting me share. Yeah, here we go. The truth will set you free, but first it will piss you off. And then this guy. And you will champion your truth like a mofo and rest on the seventh day. We got this. And you will champion your truth like a mofo and rest on the seventh day. 4044 while I said that. I hope you felt your own energy with that, but I will speak about what I just did is became so vulnerable and told a big chapter of my story to you. And my birthday's on the 7th. It takes a lot of courage and confidence, but then when you just don't give up, because you love yourself so much from what you've been through. All I'm here to do is help. I know my purpose, which apparently is this. Holy cannolis, this is why they didn't give me anything. Nothing. Like, it was literally blank, straight, not even silence, not even crickets. And I was like, okay, you know, like all day from the morning, I was like, I'm so excited for the video I'm going to do. It's going to be great. What might it have to do with? And usually I get like little something. Even just like a gust of wind of energy. I'm like, oh, it'll go in that direction. No words, no nothing, just a feeling. Nothing. Just kidding. And I just shuffled it and we just got it again. It's not all about you. It's not all about my story. It's about the gift I give. You give. To the collective. I am grateful for you. I am going to close this. I'm going to close this. Big deep breath. Let's hug ourselves. And if you're new here and you haven't learned, the reason why I'm very big on hugging yourself is because there was a few years that I didn't hug anyone going through my journey. And I learned from somebody on YouTube to just hug yourself. And I stopped and I did. It changed my world. Because you can give yourself a hug. I hope you got everything you wanted to from this message. It was just all me this time. Holy cannoli pickin' stolies. Oh boy, I shared a lot. I love you. Thank you. If you arrived at the end of this video and you got through it, I love you. Thank you. And even if you didn't, I still love you and thank you. Thank you for existing. Thank you for choosing to be here on this planet, to be with me, to be together, to be the one, to be the all together, to shine the light, to shine your light, to gift each other confidence and strength to keep on going. I'm going to love and leave you at this moment. I'll be back.